This is the Martin Nemesis. It's the latest bow from Martin. I want to do a review on it today because lots of my customers live in rural areas and they don't get to touch and feel bows. So I wanted to produce a video, short video, telling you the advantages, disadvantages and why you'd want to buy this bow as opposed to any other bow. The Martin Alien is 3.4 pounds, making it one of the lightest bows ever produced. It's as light as the Hoyt Carbon Spider, but at a price about a third or half the price of the Carbon Spider. It's about the same speed at 335 feet per second. Some of the points on this bow: it has 3 suppressors here. It has limb saver suppressors in the limbs to absorb vibration and shock. It's a binary cam system, which means the wheels are the same top and bottom. It has a draw stop here on the cam, and as you draw the bow back, this draw stop hits the limb, so it's a very solid wheel on the bow. The Alien comes with a rotating module. You'll notice the 2 screws are well away from the limbs, so it's very easy for you to adjust the draw length without the use of a bow press. Lots of bows on the market, those 2 screws are hidden by the limb. On the Martin it's not the case. They're clearly visible, and on the other side you have easy markings to tell you how to adjust the draw length, plus and minus inches in draw length. This bow from memory is adjustable from 31 to 26 inches in draw length. I shoot about 28.5. Now quick bit about this bow. It's got a leather grip, which I find is very nice. It doesn't get too hot, too cold. It's quite comfortable. It's quite narrow. I really like the grip on this bow. It's got split limbs. The advantage of a split limb system as opposed to a solid limb is these limbs can be different weights. So you get rid of the cam lean issues that you normally find on bows. This limb will be slightly heavier than this limb, and so on down here. I really love the weight of the bow. It's a very easy bow to shoot. It's very smooth. It's not as fast as some of the bows like the PSC Full Throttle, but it's very easy to shoot. One thing about this bow which I don't like is the ability to fit a bow quiver to the bow. You can fit the bow quiver where your sight normally mounts, and that's a 1-piece quiver, but fitting a 2-piece quiver you're limited to this point here. I think you'd be better with a 2-piece mount somewhere on the riser here where you can bolt it. But saying that, the problem with fitting a quiver to the bow is it affects the balance of the bow. It tends to lean the bow to the side and affects the way the bow shoots. So I tend to shoot with a hip quiver on my hip, and for hunting I still prefer the arrows to be on my hip because it doesn't affect the weight of the bow and the balance of the bow. If you're fitting a bow quiver to the side, you need to have an offset stabilizer to the side here to counteract that, which means you're adding more weight to the bow. If you're fitting a bow quiver to the bow, you're adding the weight of the quiver and the arrows to the bow. On the downside on this bow is the ability to fit a quiver. You can fit a quiver there, but it pushes the weight out more. But it's a nice, easy bow to shoot, and I'm happy to own one of these. Some of the other things I don't like about the bow: the string. This is a red bow, and I just think the red and black strings are not the right colour. It should be red and black. PSE used to produce red and black bows, strings on all their bows, and now for their blue bows they have blue and black strings. Red, they have red and black strings. I think Martin should have the same. But you know, this is an affordable bow. It's a nice shooting bow. It's nice and light, and it's easy to shoot. It's got a 7-inch brace height, which just means the shorter it is, the more you've got to work, the more draw you've got to pull, the more energy you create, the faster the bow. This is a 7-inch brace height, which is pretty standard in the industry. It's very easy to draw, a very light wall. We'll shoot it now and feel the vibration and the noise that you get from shooting this. Okay, we're going to have a shot. I've just taken the Bee Stinger stabilizer off. I normally shoot with stabilizer. The longer the stabilizer and the more weight you have at the end, the more stable you're shooting, because it takes your oscillations out of your hand. But I think it's important for lots of bow hunters. They don't want the weight. They shoot closer distances to see how this bow feels to shoot and to see the vibration in the bow when you shoot it. I'm shooting a Whiskey Biscuit RS, a basic 5-pin hunting sight, a basic sight. Let's just have a go. These are carbon force arrows. They're a very standard arrow, very strong. I haven't busted one. I've been shooting them for 2 years. And this is a Carter release aid. So in the shot process, I'm shooting 60 pound at 28.5 inches. Once I'm back here, I find it very, very easy. It's very comfortable. The draw's solid. It's not easy to torque this bow by moving my hand. It tends to sit in the same spot. I just line it up. You'll see the bow will kick back slightly. I don't get any left to right movement. Now by fitting a bee stinger stabilizer to that, there's no noise, no vibration at all in the shot. Easy shot to make. So I fitted a bee stinger to it, and you'll just see the difference in the shot. Draw cycle's super smooth. It's just nice. I get a little bump. It's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, we'll just take another shot from behind. The Martin Nitro, great bow to shoot for hunting, great for beginners, good for a 3D bow. If you're going to use it for 3D, I'd shoot fast carbon arrows out of it to increase the speed, but just a great bow. It's not a performance super fast bow like the full throttle, but it's a very comfortable bow, and against any of the 330 feet per second bows, I think it's great value and just a rock solid bow. Thank you.